Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these excuse me, these are for your sun, moon, and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon, or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. Remember to use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, for your key to the week this week, you have. Ooh, okay. The Fool card. New things, new places, new people, new energy. A fresh start in some way as well. I love the Fool card. It's one of my favourite cards in the entire deck because it has such a fresh, new, exciting what comes next energy, and it means that in all of these different areas of life there are going to be new developments that take you further and farther between, that actually show you that when you change something small about your reality, something big in your reality can shift. So love this, and one of the messages behind the Fool card is to invert your reality. So whatever they think you're going to do this week, Pisces, you've got to do the opposite. All right, for your actions and options, you have the page of coins, right? So the page of pentacles. So this week, it's very possible that there could be something new that you decide to study, something new that you decide to embark on. It could be that you start a new health and fitness regime. It could be that you start maybe learning something that you feel is going to be relevant for the next job that you want to do. It's also possible that in terms of the options that are available to you this week, you have a chance to plant a seed, right? A seed of very fertile soil that really gets you to see, it helps you see, like, actually I can reinvent myself at any given moment, right? And you are one of the chameleons of the zodiac, right? You represent effectively all the 12 signs that came before. So there's nothing that you can't tap into, but it really does require you to be present in order to do it. So I love this for you. It could be the start of a very lucrative adventure, but it is just the start, right? The other thing is with the Fool card this week, I think a lot of you are going to have a shift in perspective on what your purpose is. For your communications and conversations, you've got the World card. Big stuff, right? Right underneath the Fool card, where it all starts, you have the World, where it really completes. This means that the level of conversation, or should I say the quality of communications and conversations that you have this week, are very focused on new stuff, next level stuff, where you go from here. The power in this week, really, Pisces, is in you doing. Being. This is about being dynamic. It's about interacting with your local and digital communities. It's about being as visible and as present as you possibly can. Now, when it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, you could find that a new community that are all really interested in the same stuff as you, that really have, that want to learn, that are hungry for that knowledge and that new, all that new stuff that's coming in. There's a big shift point here. The other thing is, as well, with the World card, this is where you step onto a brand new plateau. So it's like all of the knowledge that you've gained up until this point, maybe now you're going to start to realize how you can use that. When it comes to, and then you've got this next to the Page of Pentacles, new purpose indeed. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, love this, right? There are new responsibilities coming in for you. There is a new influx of people coming into your workplace. And on top of that, it looks like there's going to be new leadership, new management. And one of the things that I like about this for you, it looks like under this new leadership, you could actually thrive. And for those of you that are so inclined or that you want them, this week is a really good week for getting interviews for different jobs, right? For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, This is potentially an international gig that shows up for you that I think you will be pleasantly surprised about. There's a chance here, actually, that maybe you get reconnected with an old acquaintance, and also possibly that through your business or the work that you do, you could end up doing some kind of personal or private event, or possibly even some kind of teaching. When it comes to your those of you that are retired and no longer working, your yeah, like if you're retired and you're not working, I think this is about you building new communities. And if you don't have one, then this is you literally starting one. So it's like maybe you embark on a journey this week because you're like, yeah, I want to join a society, I want to join an association. And then you realize really quickly, like, oh, there aren't any, certainly not in the things that I'm interested in. Well, this is your chance to start one. For your communications and conversation, your love and relationship, you've got the Sun. This is a follow on from last week. You had really good energy for your relationship stuff last week. The relationship goes from strength to strength. I will say, with the Fool card and the Sun card again, that is a very, and you've got the Page of Pentacles and the World here, that is a very, very fertile spread. So if you are in a hetero relationship and you're of childbearing age, handle your business if you don't want children, because this is a very fertile energy. If you are in a same-sex relationship, this can just be that this person really makes you feel light and happy and buoyant. Maybe you come to a realization that somebody that you are attracted to or interested in has been, you know, a part of your community, right? Maybe you meet somebody new, like if you're single, maybe you meet somebody new in your community, or maybe somebody in your community is highlighted to you where you think like, oh my God, like I'm actually really interested in this person. Either which way, this is a great energy for meeting people, but you've got to be out there participating in it. Whether this is on an app or a dating site, actively going out, going to the local bars, all of that kind of stuff. There are ample chances this week for you to meet someone. So if it doesn't happen, I'm sorry to say, but it is on you. All right. When it comes to your, those of you that are partnered, it's just a follow on from last week. The relationship is going from strength to strength. There's laughter, there's fun, there's interaction. There's also a real supporting of each other and your goals, right? So love that for you. And then for your money and materials, you've got the Knight of Swords. So before we get into your money and materials, I do want to mention this is the last ever week that these will not be inside the membership space. So if you haven't signed up for the memberships, you can get that on the link in the description box below. I would urge you to do so, because this is literally the last week that you'll be able to do it. They're $8.99 a month. You get all 4 or 5, depending on how many weeks there are in the month. Of your weeklies, you will also get other videos, other special goodies that I will not be putting anywhere else. So if you haven't signed up for a membership yet, this is your moment, because as I say, next week you will not have access to these. Now, there will be other types of content on the channel, so stay tuned for that. I think you're going to enjoy it either which way. With that said, your money and materials, you've got the Knight of Swords right next to the Sun card. I mean, for those of you that want work, for those of you that want different work, for those of you that go for interviews, this is going to be a really phenomenal week for you. The Knight of Swords is going to see your finances and your money speeding up. The rate at which and the breadth of which you can bring money in is going to shift, and it possibly comes from a conversation that you have with someone, or potentially, again, a change of management. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your upper extremities. And because it's the Knight of Swords and you've got the Fool card here, this week, Pisces, you really need to start working on your cardio. All right. I'm not a doctor, can't give you medical advice. If you are going to embark on a health and fitness regime, which it looks like a lot of you will, I do urge you to check in with your healthcare professional, or at least go to a personal trainer so that they can put you through your paces and see what you really need to start working on. But the message with the Knight of Swords is you've got to get your cardio up. Like, I'm being deadly serious here, all right? And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, you're going to be so busy this week coming and going that you probably won't be spending a lot of time at home, to be completely honest with you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.